All right, guys, so we're looking at the data output that we're able to collect using KVest, and we're looking at our kinematic sequence graph. These are cool. They can provide a ton of information about athletes and the way they move and what corrections we should make, and they really just help us as instructors be much better at our jobs. So I'll just kind of introduce the graph so you guys get an idea of what we're looking at here. So on the bottom of the graph, we have milliseconds, okay, on the x-axis. On the y-axis, we have degrees per second. So it's measuring how fast each of these components of my body are moving, okay? The red line is gonna be our pelvis. The green line is gonna be our trunk. The blue line is gonna be our lead arm. And the brown line is gonna be our bat, okay? And those are the different sensors that I was wearing in the video that we just looked at a second ago. And when we're looking at this, we really want to start by looking at the beginning part of this graph where everything is going above zero. So if we're to look at that, you're going to see that the red line of my pelvis is going ahead in front of everything. And we know that this is the thing that all the best hitters in the world do. The hips go first, and then everything else comes behind that. The second thing that's going for me is really my bat and my hands kind of blend together, which is not necessarily ideal. We'd like to see the trunk go next and then the bat and the hands to kind of come behind that. So when we have mistakes like this in the graph that we can find, it becomes really easy for us to make decisions about what we're gonna tell the athlete to work on, because we can see exactly the mistake they're making right here. So, you know, there's no guesswork here. We're able to see a lot of things and make really, really good decisions about the training that we're gonna, you know, prescribe or offer because of the information that KVest is able to give us. So we use these graphs all the time to be able to figure out, you know, what it is we're gonna do and what the athlete actually needs to work on. So we just looked at the beginning phase of my swing. Now let's look at kind of the end phase of the swing. So as far as things reaching their peak speed, it should go in the same order as ideal acceleration. So ideal acceleration should be hips go first, or the pelvis goes first, then the trunk, then the lead arm, and then the bat should go, right? But you'll see that I have that order really, really nicely as far as the order in which things reach peak speed. So we have my pelvis is going to its peak speed first, then my trunk goes to its peak speed, then my lead arm goes to its peak speed, and then my bat goes to its peak speed. So if we were to just take this graph and just kind of cut it and, like right here and not even show the bottom, then we'd look at it and say, you know what, like this looks pretty solid, but where we kind of have some problems here is down below, and that's really what we need to address. So here at Night Baseball, we do a really good job of evaluating these graphs. So if you're interested in seeing what your kinematic sequence looks like, go ahead and sign up for an evaluation, and we can get you going with a program, and you know, we can figure out what it is that we really need to work on.